Namaste students, here is the second part of KCET 2021 version A paper. Myself Professor Shilpa Shri. Please subscribe and like my channel. The 31st question, I'm not going to read out the question as we can save time in that. Here they have given P of B as 3 by 5, P of A by B as 1 by 2, P of A union B is 4 by 5. Then P of A is using P of A by B, that is the conditional probability. Let me find out P of A intersection B. Then I can use the formula P of A union B equals P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. When I use the conditional probability, I'm going to get P of A intersection B as 3 by 10. So substituting the value of P of A intersection B in this formula, then I'm going to get P of A as 4 by 5 minus 3 by 5 plus 3 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 2. So option B is the answer. Here is the next question. They have told that A, B, C are independent events, that is P of A intersection B intersection C is equal to P of A into P of B into P of C. The probability is P, so they have asked us to find out P of at least 2 of A, B, C occur. So if AB occur, C should not occur. If AC occurs, B should not occur, and if BC occurs, A should not occur. Since it is at least 2, the minimum is 2 and the maximum is 3. So I'm going to consider the possibility of 3 also here. So at least 2 of them. We are going to get this as P into P into P, which is equal to P cube for all the 3. For at least 2, for we are going to get it as P into 1 minus P. As we have 3 different cases, we are going to get 3 times P square into 1 minus P plus P cube. Simplify this, we are going to get this as 3P square minus 2P cube. Option C is the answer. Two dice are thrown. If it is known that sum of the numbers on the dice was less than 6, then the probability of getting a sum as 3 is. So since you are going to throw the dice, 2 dice, so number of n of s is 6 square, which is equal to 36. Sum of numbers less than 6, we have the possibilities 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 1 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 3 2 and 4 1. So n of the probability, n of b is 10, so probability of b is 10 by 36. We are going to get it as next, the sum as 3. The sum as 3, we have only two possibilities, either it is 1 comma 2 or it is 2 comma 1. So 2 by 36. A intersection b is 1 comma 2 and 2 comma b. So probability of A intersection B is 2 by 36, that is sum should be 3 and it should be less than 6. So P of A by B is P of A intersection B by P of B, 2 by 36 by 10 by 36, which is 1 by 5. Again coming to the problem in probability. Here they have given a car manufacturing factory has two plants X and Y. Plant X manufactures 70% of cars and plant Y manufacture 30% of cars. 80% of cars at plant X and 90% of cars at plant Y are rated as standard quality. A car is chosen at random and is found to be standard quality. The probability that it comes from plant X. Now Already we know that it is of standard quality. You are going to find out whether it is from plant X. Again here, let me consider the event A as a standard quality and event E1 as car manufactured from plant X and event E2 as car manufactured from plant Y. So I'm going to find out, already we know that it is of standard quality, it should be from plant X. So P of E1 by A, this is on the base theorem. So P of E1 by A equals P of A by E1 into P of E1. In the denominator you have P of A by E1 into P of E1 plus P of A by E2 into P of E2. So already they have given that P of A by E1, that is standard quality of car manufactured from plant X is 80%. I'm going to consider as 0.8 into P of E1 from plant X, 70% of cars are manufactured. I'm going to consider it as 0.7. Same way, P of A by E2 is 90%. I'm going to consider it as 0.9, and car manufactured from plant Y is 30%. I'm going to consider it as 0.3. Substitute, we are going to get the result as 56 by 83. So option C is the answer. In a certain town, 65% families own cell phones, 15,000 families own scooter, and 15% families own both. Taking into consideration that the families of own at least one of the two, the total number of families in the town is, let me consider the total number of families as X. So 65% of X own cell phone. Okay, then 15% of the family, that is X, 15% of X own both. So N of A is 65 by 100 of X, N of B already given as 15,000, and N of A intersection B, both the cell phone and own scooter, is 15% of X, that is 15 by 100 of X. I'm going to find out at least one of two, minimum one, maximum two, which is given by N of A union B equals N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. We have all the values. I have considered union as X because already they have told that taking into consideration the family own at least one of the two. Substituting the values, rearranging, we are going to get the value of X as 30,000. That is the number of families in the town is 30,000. Option B is the answer. A and B are non-singleton sets. N of A Cartesian product B is 35. So A cross B is 35 means it should be either 7 into 5 or 5 into 7, and they have given that B is proper subset of A. Number of elements in B, it should be less than number of elements in A. So as I told you, either it can be 7 into 5 or 5 into 7, but according to this condition it has to be 7 into 5, 7 elements in set A and 5 elements in set B. So 7 C5, I'm going to substitute N of A as 7 and N of B as 5, which is same as 7C2. We know the property NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Using this property, we are going to get the answer as 21, option D. Coming to this, the domain of the function, whenever it is domain, denominator should not be equal to 0. That is 1 minus mod x should not be equal to 0, or mod x is not equal to 1, shifting to RHS, or x should not be equal to plus or minus 1 when I remove the modulus. So the domain is a set of all real numbers minus the elements minus 1 and plus 1, which is in the form of set. So option D is the answer. Coming to this, let me first simplify 1200 degree and 1485 degree. I'll write 1200 as 3 into 360 plus 120. You can write this in any format. 3 into 360 is 1080 and 1485 as 4 into 360, which is 1440 plus 45. Okay, so here this reduces to, since it is 3 into 360, this comes to the first quadrant, so it is cos 120 degree. Same way here it lies in first quadrant, tan 45. Tan 45 is 1. Further 120 lie in second quadrant, which can be written as 180 minus 60, and in second quadrant cos is negative, so you are going to get this as minus 1 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. Option A is the answer. Coming to this is much more simpler. You can see that you have tan 1 degree, tan 2 degree, tan 3 degree up to tan 89 degree. Somewhere in the middle you are going to get tan 45 degree, which you can substitute as 1. Since you have 1 to 89, okay, totally you will be having 89 can be written as 90 minus 1. Same way 88 can be written as 90 minus 2, so on. And tan 90 minus 1, 90 minus theta, you are going to get cot 1 degree. Same way tan 90 minus 2, you are going to get cot 2 degree. I have substituted tan 45 as 1. So tan 1 degree into cot 1 degree, you are going to get this one. Same way grouping the remaining terms, already we have tan 45 as 1. The result what you are going to get is 1. Option B is the answer. Coming to this, as we know that this is a complex number, we are going to rationalize the denominator to reduce to the standard form a plus ib, multiply and divide by 1 plus I. So numerator you are going to get as a plus b whole square formula, denominator a square minus b square, as we know that I square value is minus 1, and same way applying in the numerator, 1 I square is minus 1 plus 2i, minus 1 plus 1 get cancel, 2i by 2, which is equal to I to the power of x. The least value what you can have is 4. I to the power of 4 is 1, or all the multiples of 4, you are going to get the result as 1. So I to the power of 4n, you are going to get it as 1. So option D is the answer. Coming to this, here they have given us the cost and revenue functions as C of x and R of x, where x is the number of items produced and sold. Then the value of x to earn profit. Okay, revenue is nothing but the product of the price per unit times the number of units sold, and cost price is given by fixed cost plus variable cost, and profit is revenue cost minus total cost. Always, since it is a profit, it should be greater than 0. Already they have given us R of x, substitute the value, substitute for C of x, you will get 40x greater than 2000, or x should be greater than 50. Option A is the answer. Here is the next question. A student has to answer 10 questions choosing at least 4 from each of the parts A and B. If there are 6 questions in part A, 7 in part B, then the number of ways that student can choose 10 questions is selection of questions. Here it is. Now let me consider different options here. Minimum, there are 6 questions in part A. Minimum he has to select 4 questions. If he select 4 questions from part A, he has to select 6 questions from part B, since totally it should be 10 questions. Same way, if he select 5 questions from part A, then it should be 5 questions from part B, so that the total is 10. Again here 6 questions from part A, 4 questions from part B. You cannot go less than 4 both in part A and part B. So substituting the value of 6C4 and 7C6, 6C5 and 7C5, 6C6 and 7C6, you are going to get 105, 126, 35. Add up all this, you are going to get the result as 266. Option C is the answer. If the middle term of the AP is 300, then the sum of its 51 terms is, okay, out of 51 terms, the middle term will be 26th term. Okay, so they have given us that the 26th term is 300. So you are going to find out the sum of first 51 terms. S51 is, as we know the formula, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. 51 by 2, 2a plus 51 minus 1, that is 50d. Now I'm going to split this as already they have given us the middle term, which is 26th term, given by the formula a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus 25d is 300. From these two I'll take 2 common. A plus 25d substitute as 300. We are going to get the result as 15,300. Option A is the answer. Coming to this equation of straight line which passes through the point a cos cube theta, a sin cube theta, and perpendicular to x secant theta plus y cosecant theta equals a is. You can see that in all the options you have answer in terms of sin and cos. We'll reduce the given equation in terms of sin and cos. So I can write this as x by cos theta plus y by sin theta equals a. As we know that the condition for two lines to be perpendicular, product of their slope should be equal to -1. Using that condition, I'm going to interchange the coefficient of x and y and change any one sign, and the constant term is different. So this is the equation of the required line. So substituting back for sin theta and cos theta as cosecant and secant, and they have given that now we are going to find out the value of k here using the condition that it passes through the point a cos cube theta, a sin cube theta. Substitute for x and y. So substitute taking a common numerator. This is of the form a square minus b square, which can be written as a minus b into a plus b. Sin square plus cos square is 1. So I have here cos square theta minus sin square theta by sin theta into cos theta. So k value is minus a. This is nothing but the formula cos 2 theta by sin theta into cos theta. Substituting back in the required equation of the line, since in all the options we have answer in terms of sine and cos, convert cosecant and secant also in terms of sine and cos. Taking the LCM, the final answer what you are going to get is x cos theta minus y sin theta is equal to a into cos 2 theta. Coming to this, the midpoints of the sides of a triangle are, they have given us 3 points. Then the centroid of the triangle, as we know that the centroid of the triangle is given by the formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, and z1 plus z2 plus z3 by 3. Already they have given us 3 points. Substitute the values for all the variables. You are going to get the answer as 1, 4, 1 by 3. Option B is the answer. Coming to this, which statement is true? You are going to say, consider the first statement. Substitute the limit value as 1 in the place of x, replace it by 1. You can see that in numerator you will get a plus b plus c, and denominator you will get c plus b plus a, obviously, which is equal to 1. So statement 1 is true. When I say statement 1 is true, I can delete option D and option A. Only option B and C are left out. If option 2 satisfy, then option C is the answer. If option 2 doesn't satisfy, then option B is the answer. Now again replace x by minus 1 here. I'm going to get minus 1 plus half, which is equal to minus half. Denominator minus 1 plus 2 is plus 1. So you are going to get the answer as minus 1 by 4, where the answer is given as plus 1 by 4. So option only B satisfy, because the statement 2 is false. Coming to this, if A and B are fixed non-zero constants, then the derivative is MA minus NB minus P, where, let me differentiate this. Already we have the standard form for this. You are going to get this derivative as minus 4 by x to the power of 5 into A. Then already I have minus here, minus into minus plus 2 by x cube into B. Derivative of cos is minus sine x. Here I am going to equate this to the answer given, MA plus NB minus P. So you are going to get M value as minus 4 by x power 5, N value as 2 by x cube, and P value as sine x. Option B is the answer. The standard deviation of the numbers. As you know that we have one standard formula for variance and standard deviation, and remember that if you add or subtract a constant to all the values given, then there is no change in the original value of the standard deviation. If we add or subtract a constant to the given sequence, standard deviation does not change, and standard deviation of first n natural numbers is root of n square minus 1 by 12. This derivation you have in grade 11 statistics chapter. So just to simplify this, I'm going to subtract 30 from each term. When I subtract 30 from each term, the new sequence what I'm going to get is 1 2 3 up to 17. So first 17 natural numbers, n value is 17. Substitute, you are going to get the answer as 2 root 6. Option C is the answer. Again, coming to the problem on probability, they have asked us P of A complement intersection B complement, which can be written as P of A union B whole complement. P of A union B whole complement is 1 minus P of A union B. Let me find out first P of A union B using the formula P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, where they have given all these values. When I substitute and simplify, I'm going to get P of A union B as 0.68. Substitute back, we are going to get P of A complement intersection B complement as 0.32. So option C is the answer. Coming to this, you are going to find out the value of f of minus 2, f of 3 and f of 4. F of minus 2, x value is minus 2. It means I'm going to consider the third function 3x. For x f of 3, I'm going to consider the second function x square, given the condition that x is less than or equal to 3. For f of 4, I'm going to consider the first function, as they have given us the condition that x is greater than 3. We are going to use this value f of x as 2x. Substituting the values, you are going to get 3 into minus 2 minus 6 plus 3 square 9 plus 2 into 4 is 8. Totally, you are going to get the answer as 11. Option D is the answer. Here is the next question. F of x is 2x by x minus 1, then f is injective, bijective, surjective. Injective, it is 1 1. You are going to prove that f of x1 is equal to f of x2, then x1 is equal to x2. Substitute the value of f of x1 and f of x2, which is already given. or you can take any example and check for this. When I simplify this, obviously I'm going to get x1 is equal to x2, so it is injective. Okay, so it is injective means option B is not there, and option D is also not there. Either it has to be A and C if it satisfies surjective. If not, option A is the answer. Let me consider with check whether it is on to f of x. Let me consider it as y. Replace f of x by 2x by x minus 1. Rearranging this, I'm going to get x value as y by y minus 2, which doesn't belong to a, because a is a not a positive integer. Okay, let me consider an example here and show you. If y value is 4, I'm going to get the value of x as 2, but it is an positive integer. They have given us the condition that it is not a positive integer, hence it is not surjective. So option A is the answer. Coming to this, to check whether the function in which interval the function is 1 1. Already they have told that the function is 1 1. You are going to check in which interval the function is 1 1. As I see root 3 here, what I'll do is I'll multiply and divide by 2 for the first two terms. I can reduce this to the formula. I have here root 3 by 2 sine 2x minus 1 by 2 cos 2x. This is of the form sine of a minus b, sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Here I'm going to get sine of 2x minus pi by 6. As we know that 2x minus pi by 6 lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Shift pi by 6 to the other side. We are going to get this as minus pi by 3 less than or equal to 2x less than or equal to 4 pi by 6. Divide the whole thing by 2. Minus pi by 6 less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi by 3. So x belongs to the closed interval minus pi by 6 to closed interval pi by 3. Option A is the answer. Again, domain, denominator should not be equal to 0, and under the square root the term should be positive. We'll use that condition. So you are going to get this as greatest integer function x square minus x minus 6 should be greater than 0. When we factorize this, you are going to get x minus 3 plus x plus 2 is greater than 0, implies greatest integer function is greater than 3, or it should be less than minus 2. You can check the values, substitute the values and check. Consider any of the value here. Let me consider the value as 2, minus 2. Okay, if I consider the value as minus 2 here, I'm going to get minus 2 plus 2 as 0. Okay, since it should be greater than 0, option C and D does not hold. Let me consider that the value of x as 3. Greatest integer function of 3 is 3 only. 3 minus 3, again it is 0. So I cannot have option B. So since option B, C, D is violated, option A is the answer. Coming to this, already we know the value of cot inverse of minus 3, which is equal to pi minus cot pi by 6. And already I have here pi by 6 which get cancelled. Cos pi is minus 1. Again, inverse trigonometric function, you have tan inverse of 1 by root 3 sine of 5 pi by 6 5 by 2, which can be written as 2 3 pi minus pi by 2. And already we know that sine inverse of root 3 by 2 is pi by 3, and cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So sine inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6. Coming to this, 3 pi minus pi by 2 is 1. Okay, so tan inverse of 1 by root 3 is pi by 6. You are going to get this as pi by 6 whole square. Since you don't have this answer, this is a bonus question. Coming to this, AB whole transpose. Now you can check with any one of the option. You can see that minus 3 is common in all the four. Only thing is, yeah, in all the four option you have the same values. Only thing is, which option holds, you are going to check. I'm going to check for A1 2, first row second element. This is of order 2 by 3, this is of order 3 by 2. You are going to get this as 2 by 2. uh, Consider 1 into 1 plus minus 2 into 2 plus 1 into 1. You are going to get 1 minus 4 plus 1, which is equal to minus 2. Since you are going to get this as minus 2, and this is a 1 2 element, when you take the transpose of this, you are going to get this as a 2 1 element, that is second row first element. Yes, let's see where we have second row first element as minus 2. So option B is the answer. Coming to this, let M be a 2 by 2 symmetric matrix with integer entries, then M is invertible. Yes, this is the standard result. Already we have M is a diagonal matrix with non-zero entries in the principal diagonal. Coming to this, they have given as a determinant of matrix A, which is of order 3 by 3 is 5. Determinant of matrix B of order 3 by 3 is 3. They are asking us to find the determinant of 3 into A into B. We have already the standard result. If A is a matrix of order 3 by 3, then determinant of K into A is K cube into determinant A. So here I'm going to get 3 cube into determinant A into determinant B. Substitute the value of determinant A and determinant B. We are going to get the answer as 405. Coming to this, A and B are invertible matrix, then which of the following is not correct? Okay, already we have the formula. A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A, so option A is correct. Coming to option B, we know the determinant of A inverse is same as determinant A whole inverse, and we have the property AB whole inverse equals B inverse into A inverse. We don't have any property of this type, that is A plus B whole inverse is A B inverse plus A inverse. So option D is not correct. Coming to the last problem, they have given us the function of x as a determinant, then a limit of the function. First let me expand the determinant along the first column, since we have two zeros there. So when you expand the determinant along the first column, cos x into 2 into 2 4 cos square x minus 1 into 3 is 3. The other terms are 0. Then apply the limit for this. Cos pi is minus 1, and here it is minus 1 whole square, which is plus 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Thank you students. All the best for your exams.